Leslie Buxton is joining us from Wabi Sabi. And I have to ask you then, what is the idea behind a name like this when we were talking literally about sewing and artistic projects?
So Wabi Sabi is a Japanese term. It's a ceramicist term. It's about the flaw that makes something unique or special. So like you knit something or you sew something and you make a mistake, but that ends up being the beautiful part.
What a great concept. I like the idea behind that. And a lot of people ask you that, I'm sure.
Yeah, everyone thinks for sushi.
You get calls and looking for takeout orders. So let's know about some of the projects that you work on, some of the workshops that you work with, because you're literally taking people from beginner up to people who are really looking for interesting projects.
So traditionally in the past, you probably learned to knit from your grandma or your mom, right? But nowadays people are all spread apart. So we run like loads and loads of knitting classes for beginners, intermediates, and advanced, everything from just basic casting on to color work, lace work. We have looms, we teach weaving, we teach spinning, we teach dyeing, and not just for adults, like kids from about 5 and above, all summer long, workshops.
And so there are a ton of workshops that are actually coming up,
loads.
right? Can we go through some that we might be seeing?
So this is from Charlie's Friends, which is a summer workshop where kids design and make their own stuffies. Charlie was actually created by one of the young women who work in the shop.
Wow, it's really well done, I have to say.
Yeah, she's awesome. It's Charlotte. She actually just did Art in the Park. She's a young artist that works with us. She does a lot of the kids' programs. We're doing how to make your own art yarn this summer with kids. So kids will learn how to not spin yarn, which is kind of weird. They'll like take roving, which is this stuff. They'll add water and soap and create yarn that they can knit with.
So they take this, they get it wet.
Yep. Add soap and water,
right?
And you can manipulate it. It's almost like having plasticine. Like it's the same feeling, you know, when you used to roll a ball as a kid. Yeah. This is what you spin to make wool, but it's also kids are really nowadays into this thing called needle felting, and adults are too, where you can create like characters and dolls using this.
Wow.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And these are workshops too that, you know, if you're looking for somewhere to send the kids, it doesn't necessarily, you're not making a commitment that they're there for a week or 2 weeks.
No,
you can actually have days where they'll come in and they've got the day to be able to work on projects.
Yeah, all through July and August we have half-day, 3-day programs. For us, it's all really about creativity and community and getting to know people who share your interests.
Well, absolutely. And you were saying there are so many other little programs. What are we looking at here?
So they thought you might want to sew.
Well, it's because everyone's making fun of me because I can't. I have never really sewed.
No?
So I find this incredibly intimidating.
Really?
Yes.
So this is just this guy here, eh? This is him.
This is this
the
little
outline
gentleman.
of him, yeah.
So what the kids would be cutting things out, they'd cut their fabrics.
Yeah, and we teach them to sew if they don't know how. I mean, it's
Thank you for doing this already. I appreciate that.
So this would be the eye, right?
Right. So this would require me to sew on a button.
Do you want to sew on a button?
Honestly, I really do. Yes.
So, okay, so you're going to take your, I'm going to have to put my glasses on.
All right.
So you're going to take your needle and you're going to put it through the little circle there.
Okay.
And you're going to take it up till you get to the end, maybe. Oh, yeah, that's good. And then you're going to place your button. You're going to put that needle through the button, the first hole, and then go through to the second hole. Center it kind of where you want your eye.
All right. And I would...
Oh, no, you'll go through this way. Go through there. Yeah.
See? It's not... It's not that hard.
Oh, my fault, actually.
Wait. How can I mess up a button? Literally. Really.
No, that was me, not you. Well, we can fix it, though. That's your Wabi Sabi. That's your Wabi Sabi. It's your imperfect beauty there.
Thank you very much for at least making me feel that way. There's a wonderful opportunity, and I asked you know if there are machines, the sewing machines, but there's a variety of things. You're not actually doing the sewing machines, but there are wheels. So you have a lot of other things.
We have run classes where we bring in machines and people work on machines. We did run a class on how to work with a machine, like maintenance. And then we have a thing on Fridays, which is really cool. It's called an open studio. And let's say you kind of know a little bit about weaving or you kind of know a little bit about dyeing, but you're kind of scared to tackle it on your own. then you can you can phone us and book a time on a Friday, and we'll let you come and experiment at the shop with our equipment.
So less intimidating.
Yeah, and we'll make
Especially
sure someone's there that can do that stuff.
Especially if you're looking to make an investment on a project,
Yes.
or if you know that you want to continue with it, to know that this is how you do it and this is what it's worth doing.
And to see if you like it. Like, there's all sorts of things.
I
right?
want to like being able to sew on a button. I want to be able to not throw shirts out when the buttons go missing.
Well, the cool thing is if you know how to sew, recycling is also a huge thing, right? So let's say you do have a shirt, but your daughter has outgrown a shirt. You can make a stuffy.
I never think of doing that. My daughter's dying to be able to learn how to do this, so I'm really excited to see some of these workshops. People can check out more information. The name is Wabi Sabi, once again, Wabi Sabi, and the information listed on your screen. But get involved. There's a ton of different workshops that are happening, and to be able to see if there's one that that appeals to you. Okay, let's really seriously finish this now. So back through.
Okay, you're going to go back through.
Okay. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll be back with more from CTV Morning Live right after this.